I'm going to get snarky here. The Texans made Davis Mills their starting quarterback once again. And remember, the Houston Texans benched Davis Mills as if he was the problem and he was the reason why they were losing. The team around Davis Mills in Houston is absolutely awful. And the fact that he got blamed for the suck and the stink around him, they benched Davis Mills for 2 games and realized, what are we doing? We have a terrible team. We're putting Kyle Allen out there. Kyle Allen, 2 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and a fumble in the games replacing Davis Mills. I hate when a guy who I think can play is put in a bad situation and then blamed when they lose. And you're like, what do you expect? You put nothing around this young man. How do you expect him to win? And of course he's going to throw interceptions. He's trying to do anything he can to make a play. I don't know. I think Davis Mills has potential. I will say that. We'll do a film analysis to kind of decide once and for all when the year is over. But I think it's insane people think Davis Mills is bad. I'm like, have you watched him? Have you seen what he's playing with? Does that not matter at all? I don't know, man. I think Davis Mills on a good football team would do a lot of good stuff. You put Davis Mills in Dallas instead of Dak Prescott. If you switched Dak Prescott and Davis Mills, Dak Prescott would be bad on the Houston Texans. Davis Mills would win in Dallas. What the team you play on, the environment around you matters a ton. And the fact that people say Davis Mills is bad when he plays on a terrible football team, name the quarterback who would win in Houston. Who is going to... I'm turning into an owl. Who's going to win in Dallas? Nobody. Aaron Rodgers would get obliterated in Dallas. Tom Brady would suck. Patrick Mahomes would be fun, but he'd still lose. Josh Allen would lose in Houston. Again, he'd be interesting. It'd be more fun because he can run around, but no quarterback is going to win with the roster they have in Houston. And the fact that Houston lost, it wasn't very good, and then Davis Mills got blamed for that? What a grave injustice. It makes me so angry. I'm like, ugh, you disgusting people. How? How can you do that? How can you tarnish the name of Davis Mills by saying he's bad because he's on a terrible football team? Well, the film won't lie. We'll do a film analysis after the year. I'm sure he's got bad plays. I'm not saying Davis Mills doesn't make mistakes ever. But my goodness, the fact that you say he's terrible. Again, put Davis Mills in Dallas. He wins. Sorry, he would. Have Davis Mills play with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. He'd look amazing. Have him thrown to Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson in Minnesota. Davis Mills would be awesome. I'm sorry. That's what I believe, and I'm not going to apologize. He's on a bad football team. That's why he looks bad. And the situation you're in really, really matters. That's why if Baker Mayfield leaves LA, if he leaves the Rams this offseason, he better be careful where he chooses, because if you go to a bad situation, people are going to say you suck when you really don't suck. You suck because the people around you are terrible too and bringing you down. The situation a quarterback plays in is so, so important.